this symbolism is very important to them, and it's critical to your understanding of who they are and what their beliefs are. And you must understand that Elon Musk is not some great man. Steve Jobs didn't just suddenly come up with this bitten apple. Another sign of Satan, right? And when you start to realize that these characters are just crafted for us, these heroes, and the deep black ops are actually the reason you have a computer, not some guy sitting in his garage. Now, they just released the IRAS and the WISE infrared viewing satellites. Then on top of this, we have the Vatican placing a new cooled telescope there in Arizona called the Lucifer. I kid you not. And we have the Learmonth Observatory in Australia, which is very near a lot of these strange droid eyes that are opening up over Australia. We see the Doomsday Vault being built with Gates and others. They're up in Norway. We see deep underground military bases going up left and right. They're putting that alpha magnetic spectrometer onto the International Space Station. They're launching a robot up there on the last shuttle, 133. It is as if they are preparing for some major catastrophe. Now, at the same time, there's a political spectrum that falls into all of this. Now, Obama just released an executive order announcing the creation of 10 regional governors. Now, this was written into the plan back with Henry Kissinger and Richard Nixon in '71. The idea of 10 FEMA region or UN regions of America. Where I'm at in Kansas is region number 7. Now Obama has brought this all into fruition with the establishment of the 10 regional governors to cover this. Now, if you are an ancient civilization, one that's been passing down knowledge through generations, through mystery schools, through mythology, through their stories, through their libraries, then you have a key ingredient to what's going on and what could occur on planet Earth in the future. Now, when we look at all the ancient structures, we see the pyramids so perfectly aligned, north, south, east, and west, aligned to different stars like Sirius and Alpha Draconis. We see that the ancient structures, even in America, we have what's known as Chaco Canyon, and down in South America and Central America, all the pyramids there, aligned to astronomical alignments, watching long periods of time. And of course, we understand this from the Mayan calendars as well, with their supposed prediction for December 21st, 2012. I say supposed because this is someone's interpretation of the Mayan calendar, not the Mayans themselves that have come up with this Gregorian date. And I can find, other evidence to say that it would be December 24th of next year. So either way, these are people that have been looking at time for a long time, and that they have established the Egyptian temples and everything to determine long periods of time. And so if you have this knowledge of a coming catastrophe, as Velikovsky was getting into the whole Lucifer concept of being Venus as a comet coming in and striking planet Earth and causing havoc in the solar system, the reason Uranus and other planets are lying on their side, the reason the asteroid belt is there. You can take that story either of Venus, this incoming Lucifer, causing all this damage in the ancient past, or you can go with Zecharia Sitchin's Planet X, and you'll see that there is a potential of this other planet that's coming in to cause havoc in the solar system. Now you couple with that the fact that we know for a fact that we are entering this energetic field in the solar system right now. It's causing havoc in our solar system, or causing all the planets to heat, causing the sun to act erratically. And now we're placing all of these new satellites out there to watch the sun. They just launched the Solar Dynamic Observatory, giving us the high-definition images and film of the sun we've ever had. They're launching all kinds of, like the Lucifer, and many ways of watching what's going on with the sun. Now, the sun is a key ingredient to a second body out in our solar system, showing us that there is some gravitational flux out there. This got NASA to propose a theory called nemesis, and they started talking about a second sun, the potential of a second sun that would be a brown dwarf, which would not be visible to the naked eye, only to the infrared, such as their WISE and their infrared IRAS. So at that same time as NASA talked about nemesis for a while, but only as a thought game. There seemed to be some perturbations in the light refraction to show that there might be another body out there, right? This is the same way we determine Planet X or the planet outside of Pluto. So now there's another photograph of a sun that's known as G1.9, and this one looks identical to the Firefox logo. And this sun seems and is potentially considered by a Spanish group, the Star Viewers team, saying that this is a second sun hurtling towards us because most solar systems are binary or have a second sun orbiting it. And if this second sun comes in, you know, that's major catastrophe in gravitational wakes, floods, everything. And so we see them preparing, we see them watching, and even NASA announcing as if Nemesis was real. Before it was just a thought game. Now you can find where they're talking about Nemesis being a real trouble. So we see our three city-states right now. We have the Vatican, right? I still can't believe they call their telescope the Lucifer. We got the Vatican, the City of London, and America, right? The District of Columbia. Now, America actually comes from the star Venus, and that's what the Templars were told to look for. And they called this star Murica. And so America is actually a coded name for Venus, which is Lucifer. So America actually means Lucifer. Then, yeah.
I didn't know that. I've never made that connection.
That's most likely the closest reason I can find why the flag is red, white, and blue as well, because these are the colors of Venus. You know, there's a lot of secrets to our creation and why things are there that we don't know about, and then we're given false mythos to believe in, to follow, and to think about. You know, George Washington never chopped down a cherry tree. Betsy Ross didn't design the American flag. But so now they're setting up the new capital. So London and D.C. and Rome, they're basically done on their current of cycle. Because now you realize that we're dealing with magicians, and magicians believe in aeons. They believe in cycles. And so there are certain currents that they want to follow. Aleister Crowley announced that we were entering into the aeon of Horus. And this is, you're going to find all the falcon symbolism. You're going to find numerous connections with Horus and all of their rituals that they're doing. Having the sun rise in the west in D.C. on Y2K, that was a symbol of Horus. He is the sun that rises in the west.